nice to see you again. Maybe if more familiar, like me, like us, often meet. How to see we meet. Nice to
Yeah, you can just
I mean
say
nice to
nice to
see.
see you.
Oh,
Yeah,
best to
nice
see
to
you.
see you, or nice to see you, or hey, how are you, or yeah, good to see you, or something like that. Yeah.
Nice
Yeah.
nice to see you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah, so just again review, right? You said, hey Matt, nice to meet you, right? It's not correct, right? We have to say nice to see you, or
Yeah.
nice to meet you
Okay.
is only first time.
Yeah. Because
Hello.
lots of time just use meet, so I forgot. Okay. See you.
Yeah. Yeah, nice to see you. So for example, Fiona's here, I say, hey Fiona, what's up? Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
How are you
Yeah.
today?
I'm good. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah,
Yes.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Because I use my son's iPad. I don't know how to use it.
I see.
New iPad.
Yeah,
Well,
my
now you
son's
know.
iPad. My son's
Oh,
iPad.
your son's iPad.
Yeah. The first time I use his iPad by YouTube, by Zoom.
Oh,
With Zoom.
In Zoom, yeah.
Nice. Good.
Zoom app. Yeah.
All right. So we got a small class today. That's okay. So let's start. Today I decided we're going to talk about reporting verbs. So if anyone has any questions about that on YouTube, or if you guys have a question, just let me know. Let me just
Yukiko is busy today.
I mean, I guess she will come.
Oh, just come late.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, she'll come late. Oh, nice. That's good. All right. Sorry, I'm just getting my computer organized here. All right. Okay. So yeah, like I said, today we're going to talk about reporting verbs. So obviously, in this case, we are talking about reported speech. So we'll do a little review about that, and then we'll let Fiona sit down while we do that. But so basically we're talking about, if we're telling somebody something or we're saying something to somebody. All right. So this is a good example. Mike, you gave me a good example here today. So this is just a quick reported speech.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is like a reported speech review. Okay. So just a quick reported speech review. So again, if Mike, if this is Mike and this is Matt, right? And Mike says, nice to see you, right? Nice to see you. Of course, we have to say, it is nice to see you, right? It is nice to see you. So I can say, Mike said it was nice to see me, right? Mike said it was nice to see me, right? Mike said it was nice to see me, right? So maybe Matt is saying that there. Can I say this a different way? Is there another way that I can say this?
Mike told me it was glad to see Matt.
Right. So Mike told me he. Right?
He.
Or Mike told me. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Mike told me it was nice to see me. All right. So said and told. So of course, we obviously tell someone. We always have to have an object with tell, right? So we say something and we tell somebody something. Okay, we tell somebody something, right? So any other way we can say this?
Another way?
Right. So the point of this video, right, is most of my students know 2 reporting verbs, right? 2 reporting verbs, okay? Say and tell. All right. So that's what we learn from elementary. Mike said, Fiona said, my son said, told, right? It's always the same 2 reporting verbs, okay? It's always the same 2 reporting verbs. All right. So, hi, Katie. I don't know who you are, but nice to meet you. Is that Katie Lin? That's
huh?
All
Meet
right.
you, Katie? First time?
I don't know.
Oh.
We have Katie on this channel before? No, right? First time. Unless
Yeah.
it's Susan. I don't know. All right. So yeah, like I said, right, there's 2 ways to say this. Mike says, nice to see you. I can say Mike said it was nice to see me, or Mike told me it was nice to see me. Of course, these are both okay, no problem, right? These are both okay, no problem. But there are so many different reporting verbs that we can use to kind of change the meaning, right? Kind of change the meaning, okay? So if we want to look at this, all right, so here's Matt again. Okay, this is Fiona. Okay, she's pretty tall. All right, and she says, let's change that. Do you want? Okay, so Fiona asks me for lunch, right? She says, Matt, do you want to have lunch? Okay. So now this is a question. So how do we report a question usually? How do we report a question?
Fiona want to know have lunch.
Okay, so usually we use the reporting verb asked, right?
Asked.
Usually
Asked.
we use the reporting verb asked, right?
Asked.
So
Fiona
asked me if I wanted. Okay, now this is not a reported speech video. So if you want to watch a video about reported speech, you can go to our channel. But of course, we have to change the verb to asked. If I wanted to have lunch. Now, this is okay, no problem. But do you want to have lunch? What kind of speech is that? What verb? What's another verb I could use to describe? Do you want to have lunch? Hey, do you want to come to my house? Do you want to come to my party? What's another way? What's a verb for this? I'm asking you to come to my house. I'm asking you to do something with me. What verb can we use?
Just 2 people.
It starts with an I. It starts with an I. If I want to have a party and I ask people to come to my party, I will give them something, right? A piece of paper, and says, hey, come to my party. What is this called, this piece of paper?
Invitation.
Invitation, right?
Yeah.
Invitation. Okay, so I'm inviting someone to come to my house. Maybe Fiona is inviting me to have lunch, right? So we can. So when we report something, we can also report with that verb to keep the same feeling, if that makes sense. So I can say, instead of asked me, right? I can say Fiona invited me. Okay, let me change the color here. Just right. Let's change the color here. Let's go purple. Okay, Fiona invited me, okay, to have lunch. Okay. Now this, of course, is the same meaning, right? Fiona asked me if I wanted to have lunch, or Fiona invited me to have lunch. Of course, this is the same meaning, but this gives us more information, right? This gives us more information about the question or about the way that she asked the question, right? Because this is an invitation, it's better to use the verb invite, right? So I have a student tomorrow night. Hi, Yukiko. I have a student tomorrow night. I'm going to play golf with him, right? So he asked me, hey, Matt, do you want to play some golf, right? So I can say, oh, my student invited me to play golf, right? So it's a different, you know, my student asked me if I wanted to play golf, right? It's quite long and it's very basic, right? So pre-intermediate, intermediate, you'll see that. But if I want to take the, you know, the tone or the feeling from what the person said, then I want to change the verb a little bit. All right. So with something like invite, okay, now the difference between these verbs, like I showed you, right? We say something and we tell somebody something, right? We tell somebody something. This is like a fixed form. This is a fixed structure, right? We say something, we tell an object something, right? I told Yukiko something, right? But with invite and all of the future verbs that we're gonna see, right? They have to follow a certain pattern. So we invite somebody, okay? So we invite somebody to do something, right? We invite somebody to do. I know SB is not a great for in China, but it means somebody in English. But yeah, we invite somebody to do something. We invite somebody to do something, right? This is same as ask, right? We ask somebody
to do something.
To do something.
To do something. So it's the same, right? He asked me to give him homework. He asked me to buy him a drink, something like that, right? Ask me to do something. Ask me to do something. And tell is the same, right? We can tell somebody
to do something.
To do something, right? So these are all very, very similar, right? These are all very, very similar. So I wish I could take that to the next page, but that's basically what we're talking about today, okay? So these are the different reporting verbs. So, so we can say reporting verb, okay? Plus somebody, plus to, plus infinitive or verb, okay? So I'm just gonna so we can use advise.
Yeah.
Right? Advise.
Tell.
So again, if we go back up to this picture, right? And I say, you should exercise, right? You should exercise. Now we have two ways to say that. Matt said that I should exercise. Or we can say, Matt told me to exercise. Matt told me that I should exercise. Or Matt advised me, right? Matt advised me to exercise, right? So I can say he advised me to exercise more often, right? He told me, he said that I should exercise more often, right? These are just different ways that we can say this, right? He advised me. He advised me.
To exercise more often.
convinced me.
Convince.
I forgot convince's meaning.
Okay. So he convinced me to get my MBA. So maybe, maybe I say, hey, Matt, how are you? Hey, good, man. I'm thinking, should I get my MBA? It's a lot of work. It's a lot of money. He goes, oh, you should do it. It's a really good idea. Don't worry. I'll help you, blah, 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 blah. Okay, fine. I'll do it, right? He convinced me. Convinced means he changed my mind, right? He changed my mind. He changed my mind. Right? Also another way, as he
encouraged me to travel to America.
Okay, yeah, or yeah, right. Hey, you should do it. Mike, my English is not good enough. I don't think I can go to America, right? Okay, yeah, I like that. It's a good example, Mike.
Encourage me to
right?
travel.
So maybe Mike tells me, Matt, my English is not good enough. I don't think I should go. I shouldn't go to the USA yet. Mike, don't worry. Your English is very good. I think definitely you can go to the US. Don't worry. Everybody was very friendly. And then Mike says, okay. Mike feels more courage, right? He feels happier. He feels excited. So he says, okay, fine. I think I will go. I think I should go. Okay, I will go. He gets the power, right? So again, there's a difference between, and I'll erase this in a second, but Matt said that my English was good, so I should travel to the USA, right? So said that my English was good, so I should travel, right? This is encouraged. So what we're doing is we're taking a really long sentence and we're squishing it down, because encouraged has that meaning. Say and tell is just say and tell, but encourage gives us the feeling. It's different, right? It's different. There's something different with the feeling and the meaning, right? Of course, these two have the same meaning, but if one is much shorter, one is much more convenient, compact. Okay, so of course you need to, of course, difficult. That's why this is in the upper textbook, right? That's why this is in the upper textbook. Okay, so that's why this is not so easy. All right, so encourage. So here's a few more. We talked about invited already, so I won't add that there. We could say persuaded, right? So these are all very similar meaning. Okay, he persuaded me to buy Apple Care, right? Every time you buy an iPhone, right, the salesperson says, hey, do you want the insurance, right? Do you want Apple Care? Only $300. If you drop your phone, right, you'll get a new one, blah, 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 right? Maybe I don't want the phone, right? So he persuades me. He persuades me. He changes my mind, right? Usually a good salesperson is a good good at persuasion, right? Good at persuading someone to do something, right? Turning a no into a yes.
Persuade and convince the same word.
Similar, very similar, very similar.
Okay.
But I think persuade has a slightly different meaning. Usually persuade comes from like sales, like a salesperson, someone selling me a car, and he's
salesman.
Convince is maybe giving me some fact or giving me some true thing that changed my mind. Persuade is a little bit different, but probably very, very similar. Very similar.
Maybe the convince come from your friend more times.
So he reminded her to switch off the lights. He reminded her to switch off the lights. So, hey, when you leave, can you switch off the lights, please? Hey, when you leave, can you switch off the lights, please? Right? Or, hey, don't forget. Hey, when you leave, please don't forget to turn off the lights. So Mike told me that I shouldn't forget to switch off the lights when I leave. It's a really, really long reported speech, right? So Mike reminded me to switch off the lights so fast, right? Because reminded has all that information inside. So that this makes this more convenient, right? More convenient, right?
So reporting word, we all use past tense.
Yeah, because remember reported speech. Sorry, this is just right. Reported speech, right, means
Passing. To see something before. Yeah.
Speech.
right. To say what another person said, right? Because the person talked in the past, right? Maybe this morning she told me this, or this morning. So said and told, right? When we talk about reported speech, yeah, the verb is always in the past. Right? The verb is always in the past, right? But I can warn somebody to do something, but usually we warn somebody not to do something, right? Not to do something. Not to do something. So I can say same. He convinced me not to get my MBA. Hey, Mike, I'm gonna get my MBA. Mike says, no, that's stupid. It's a waste of money. Don't do it. It's not necessary. I have an MBA. I never used it. Okay, fine. I won't get my MBA, right? So he convinced me not to get my MBA, right? Or maybe I exercise too much. I go to the doctor. I say, doctor, my feet are really, really hurting. He goes, what do you do? Oh, I run 200 meters every day. Sorry, I run every day, right? And then he goes, oh, stop. You exercise too much, right? You exercise too much. So he advised me not to exercise so often, right? He advised me not to. So if I want to make this negative, right, I just add not, right? Oh, right now the USA is really, really dangerous. I wouldn't go there. It's a really bad idea, right? He encouraged me, maybe not encouraged, but he advised me not to travel to the USA. Right? Now is a bad time. Right? Now is a bad time. Okay? So if we want to use the negative form, is we remind somebody not to do something, right? We remind somebody not to do something. Okay. Okay?
Okay.
So this is one. Of course, there are more, but this is just the form. So please remember these verbs. These are always followed by somebody to do something. Somebody to do something. Somebody to do something.
Sure.
Okay?
Okay, sure.
All right. Number 2. Okay, so this can just be a reporting verb plus to plus verb. The reporting verb plus to plus verb. So we have agree.
Yeah. We can make sentence.
We have refuse. Threaten, right? Like I'm going to kill you, right?
Threaten or
offer. And promise.
Oh. Otherwise. Otherwise. Warning.
Okay, just to highlight. Again, we use these all with past tense. We use these all with past tense. This is all with past tense. Okay. So again, Fiona asks me for lunch. right? Fiona asks me for lunch and I say yes. I say yes, sure, I will have lunch, no problem, right? You know, I can say Matt agreed to have lunch with
me.
me, right?
Great.
Yeah.
So again, I can say, so hey Matt, do you want to have lunch with me? Oh yeah, sure, I will have lunch with you, right? I say I will have lunch with you. But of course, if I want to repeat that, I use say, oh, Matt said that he would have lunch with me, right? Matt said that he would have lunch with me. Okay, that's 9 words. Matt agreed to have lunch with me, right? So we're just making it a little bit shorter. And the agree gives us a little bit more information, right? Agree means that she asked me, right? Agree means that she invited me. This gives us some more information, right? This gives us some more information.
Yeah, sure.
I know this is always my example because every day I try to get my daughter to brush her teeth and she doesn't do it, right? So, hey, honey, you should brush your teeth. I don't want to brush my teeth, right? Oh, she said that she didn't want to brush her teeth, right? It's really, really long. She refused to brush her teeth, right? She refused to brush her teeth, right? No, I don't want to do that. I'm not brushing my teeth. She refused, right? She refused. Honey, do your homework. No, I don't want to do my homework. I hate doing homework, right? Oh, she refused to do her homework, right? She refused to do her homework. So we can take a really, really, really long reply. No, I don't want to do my homework. I hate doing my homework. Homework is stupid, right? I think my daughter said that yesterday. But right, but I can take all of that information. I don't like homework. I don't want to do my homework. Homework is stupid. Refused. Right? I can take all of that information and I can bring it in and say she refused to do her homework. She refused to brush her teeth. Okay. Now I can say to my daughter, if you don't do your homework, right, I will take away the TV. Okay. If you don't do your homework, I will take away the TV, right? So I threatened to
take away the TV.
Right? I threatened, right?
Strengthen.
I threatened. I said I would do something.
Maybe we add I threatened her to take away the TV.
No. So in this case, you can say I threatened her is okay, but that's an object, right? So it's different. That's not reported speech. That's just a verb. I threatened her.
Oh.
That's just an action, right? That's an action. But this is not really the action. This is the I'm using the reporting verb to give me more information about how the person said it, how the person said something, right?
So we know certain people, which people we know these people, so we don't need put object after the verb.
It's just right. Of course, sometimes, Mike, we can. Sometimes, Mike, we can. But in this case, we're just talking about, today we're talking about three different rules, right? So 1, 2, and then we'll talk about number 3 in a second. We'll talk about number 3 in a second.
Yeah, maybe,
so it's just
next class can add some.
Sure. Yeah, sure. All right. So offered. So hey, Yukiko, I will buy you lunch today, right? I will buy you lunch today. Okay, Matt offered to pay. Right. Matt offered to pay for my lunch, right? Matt offered to pay for my lunch. Matt said that he would pay for my lunch, right? It's okay, no problem. But Matt offered to pay for my lunch. Yukiko, not true. Stop smiling.
I'm
I'm at home today. Okay, no lunch for you. All right.
Okay.
But next time, I promise. Next time, I will buy you lunch, right? So I can say Matt promised to buy me lunch. Right? Matt promised to buy me lunch.
Buy lunch for Yukiko.
Okay.
So you're welcome. So that's the big difference, right? Agreed, offered, promised. These are all very similar, but they give us more information, right? So Matt agreed to have lunch with me. Maybe that means like Yukiko's like, Matt, have lunch with me. Have lunch with me. You know, I'm really busy. I don't have much time. It's okay. Just 30 minutes. Fine. Okay, I will go. Right? Oh, Matt agreed to have lunch with me. But Matt offered to pay for my lunch, right? It's a little bit different meaning, right? Or Matt offered to have lunch with me, right? Hey, I will pay for you. Don't worry. Matt offered, or Matt promised, right? So it just changes the feeling. It changes the meaning of what the person said. It changes the meaning of what the person said and how did they say that thing. That's why we use reporting verbs. That's why we don't only use say and tell, because say and tell always have this, there's no extra meaning, right? There's no extra meaning. So this is a little bit, actually, this is much easier than reported speech, because reported speech, we have to think about like changing the pronoun, changing the verb, changing the time, changing the place, right? With these, we just follow the set. With these, we just follow the set rule, right? Offer to do something. It's always the same, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So we don't need to change all that extra stuff. So actually, this is much easier than reported speech. It's true.
Maybe.
All right. Okay, so yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. All right. So reporting verb plus verb ing, right? Reporting verb plus verb ing. So this is very similar. So let's look at these. Apologize. Okay, apologized. And usually for, right? We usually apologize for something. We insist on. Okay, we insist on something. Yeah, be careful. We accuse. Sorry. So here has an object, so be careful. Here has an object. We accuse somebody of doing something. Okay. Okay, recommend. Admit.
Admit.
Right. Double T.
Regret.
Regretted.
Blame.
Suggested and denied. Suggested and denied. All right. So, hey, I'm sorry I broke your phone, right? I'm sorry I broke your phone. He apologized for.
I apologize for what I said. Oh,
Okay.
Robert.
Right? He apologized for breaking my phone. He apologized for saying that, right? Oh, I hate you, right? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that, right? Oh, he apologized for saying that he hated me, Okay. Okay, she insisted on paying for dinner. She insisted on paying for dinner. No, 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 I'm paying. You're not paying. Put your money away. Your money is no good here, right? I'm paying. I'm paying. I insist, right? She insisted on paying, right? She insisted on paying. All right. Oh, Yukiko took my wallet, right? Yukiko took my money. Okay.
He's paying for dinner. Accused.
Right. So I accused Yukiko, right? Maybe I don't know, but I'm just like, I don't trust you. So I think Yukiko took my money, right? So I accused Yukiko of taking my money, right? I accused Yukiko.
Accuse. Accuse, what's that mean? Accuse means advice?
No, like I say you did something bad. I say you did something bad. Mike, you took my phone. Right? You say, no, I didn't take the phone, right?
Oh.
But I say, hey, I think, Mike, I don't like you, man. I think you took my phone, right? You say, no, I didn't take your phone.
Means guess somebody.
Yeah, guess, but say somebody did something. We say somebody did something wrong. We say somebody did something wrong.
We say somebody did something wrong. Okay.
Right? So you took my money or something. Yukiko's laughing. Don't take my money, Yukiko. It's my money. All right. Recommend, right? Recommend maybe. So this is similar to give advice. So, hey, what movie do you want to see? Oh, let's go see movie A, right? Oh, okay. He recommended seeing.
I recommended Matt to buy a new car.
No. So he recommended buying a new car. Mike recommended buying a new car. So maybe I tell Mike, oh, my car is really old. I just had an accident. Should I fix it? Mike says, no. I think you should buy a new car. Okay. Hey, what did Mike say? Oh, Mike recommended buying a new car. Mike recommended buying a new car.
Recommended buying a new car.
Mike recommended buying a new car. Oh, Matt said that movie is really, really bad. He recommended seeing this movie, right? He recommended seeing this movie.
Seeing this movie.
Okay, so I say, Mike, you took my money. And he goes, yeah, sorry. You're right. I took your money. Here, you can have it back, right? Here's your money, right? So he admitted.
He admitted
taking my money, right? He admitted taking my money, right? He admitted taking my money.
He admitted using your classroom.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry, Matt, I used your classroom. I will clean it up. I will clean it up. Don't worry, right? Oh, okay. He admitted using my classroom, right?
Yeah. Wow, great. I learned lots of new sentences.
Okay, I'm Canadian, so if anyone's watching on YouTube, I don't like the US. Just kidding. I like you guys. But he regretted traveling to the US, right? So he regretted traveling to the US. Oh, this was a really bad idea. I can't believe I came here. So stupid, right? He regretted traveling to the US, right? Regretted traveling to the US. This is getting messy.
Wow. Make new. He blamed Matt only 1 week, 1 free class. Maybe more.
It's not free, Mike. It's not free. My time is not free. Right? But, maybe the teacher, I shouldn't write my name in red, right?
He blamed Matt for
getting a bad score on the test, right? For getting maybe my teacher's not good. That's why I got a bad score on the test, right? So he blamed Matt for getting a bad score on his test.
Oh, he bad math. Okay.
Matt, you're the reason. You're a bad teacher, so I did bad on my test. I say, well, you know what? I think you should study more. That would be a really good idea. Next time you study, your test score will go up. So Matt suggested studying more.
Yeah.
Right? Matt suggested studying more.
Yeah, more.
Okay, that's a good idea. Matt suggested studying more.
Studying in ULC.
Yeah, of course, at ULC and pay money. Very important.
Yeah.
Very important, Mike. And then I say, okay, Fiona took my money. She goes, no, I didn't take my money, right? So I can say Fiona denied.
Deny. Oh, deny. What's been denied? Okay.
To say you didn't do something. I didn't do it. I didn't take your money. No, I didn't do it. I didn't take your money. I denied it. It's the opposite of accept or admit.
Oh, yeah. Refuse.
Not refuse. Not refuse. So if I say, okay, Mike, give me some money. Say, Matt, I want to give you $100. Say, Matt, I want to give you $100. Say.
I deny giving.
Oh, this is different.
Huh?
Well, no, if I ask you to give me money, it's different meaning. Okay, so maybe Yukiko says, hey, Matt, I'm going to give you $100. I say, no, I don't want $100. I refuse.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I refuse, right? But deny is different. I took Yukiko's money, right? I take Yukiko's money. And she says, Matt, give me my money. I said, I didn't take your money. I don't have any money.
Oh.
That's deny. That's deny. That's deny.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
That's deny. I didn't do it. Oh, I think Fiona did it, right? So Matt accused Fiona. Matt accused Fiona of taking the money, right? So because I said, she did it. It wasn't me. It was her. Right?
Wow. Oh. Okay.
So this is the reason that this lesson is not easy. The reason that this lesson is in upper intermediate is because these words are difficult to understand. So once you understand the word deny, accept, regret, apologize, refuse, all of these different words, once you understand these verbs, then it's pretty easy because you just have to follow the pattern. It's always the same. Just follow the pattern. Okay. So test time. Sorry, it's a little bit blurry. So I saw that Mike was not taking notes. So next time I suggest taking notes.
Taking notes. Okay.
But you didn't take notes. I saw Yukiko and Fiona were writing a lot.
Yeah.
I want to use my brain to read.
To remember.
Mike, men don't have brains.
Men don't have brains?
Men don't have brains.
But I want to learn how to make sense from you.
Yeah, that's why we have all these different examples, right?
But
there's so many different sentences.
But the new word I cannot remember. Only one times, maybe several times I can.
So the good thing about this, Mike, the good thing about this free lesson is that you can watch it again and again and again and again and again. Right?
Yeah. It's very important.
So and make sure you go back and watch it.
And I have the subtitle on the bottle.
Yeah, right. On YouTube as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
The subtitles are not perfect, of course, but still, if I speak clearly, then the subtitles are good. If I don't speak clearly,
for me very important at first.
All right. So what do you think the answer for number 1 is here? Jamie insisted on blank for the meal. Insist on. What is that?
Hey.
What is that followed by? Good, right? Insist on plus ing, right? We look back. we find insist on plus verb ing.
Yes.
So he insisted on paying for the meal. Insisted on paying for the
Doing
meal.
something.
Yeah, we insist on doing something. How about number 2?
Great.
Lauren has agree.
To work.
Agreed to work. Hi, Lily, by the way.
Agreed to work. Yeah, infinitive.
Agreed to work. Agreed to work. Agreed to work. Very good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good.
All right. And number 3, warned Jane.
To
Not working.
not to work.
Not working. Verb ing.
Me, Mike, you didn't. No.
Huh?
Warn.
Not to
Warn.
go. Not to do.
After warn, we only use
somebody to do something. Or not to do something.
Okay.
Okay, not to walk. How about number 4?
Admit. Stealing.
To.
No. ing.
Admitted
Doing.
stealing. Admit ing.
承认。
Admit
承认这个女的。
taking my money, right? Admitted stealing. I stole it. Sorry, my bad. I stole the bag. My bad. All right, number 5. The doctor advised Lily
to give up.
Advise somebody to do something.
To do. To give up.
Yeah, to give up. Right, to give up drinking coffee. Right, the doctor advised Lily. Hey, Lily, hi. Lily's watching now. To give up coffee. Don't drink coffee, Lily. Okay, good. And number 6.
The boss persuade.
Not to leave.
Persuade plus infinitive.
Yeah, we persuade someone to do something, or we persuade someone not to do something. Freya accused me of
trying.
Yep, accused plus ing. Accused me of trying.
Accused me
and of trying.
Accused me of trying. Yeah.
To steal her boyfriend.
Because
hey, Yukiko, don't do that.
Preparation.
Yukiko, don't steal somebody's boyfriend.
Don't see?
Don't take somebody's. Don't steal somebody's boyfriend. Okay? Not good.
Steal their heart.
Occupied.
Oh, occupied. Okay, I apologize to Evie for.
Apologize plus infinitive. Apologize to not. For, yeah. For, because for infinitive, for not remembering. Yeah, remembering.
Not doing. Not
well, this is easy because we have a preposition, right?
Preposition.
Yeah.
So after preposition, we must plus noun.
ing or noun, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Good. And number 9. Did you manage to convince your parents?
Manager to convince.
Right, we convince somebody to do something, right? We convince somebody
to come.
To come.
Yeah, to come.
Okay. Did you
after convince we plus to?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And number 10, my neighbor denies.
Oh, after denies.
Damaging.
Damaging. Oh.
Damaging my car.
Yeah, deny plus ing. Deny plus ing.
Yes.
Oh.
Damage. Yeah.
Deny. Deny. So I got the denies meaning. Great.
Yeah, deny. I didn't do it.
否认. Yeah.
Was me.
否认 not to do. Not do it.
Yeah.
否认.
Yeah. Not.
怎么说？不承认做。Don't accept to do something. 不接受。
No, not accept, because maybe I didn't do it, but usually, deny just means somebody said that I did something, but I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Right? Somebody says that I did something, but
I don't think I do it.
Right. Or maybe
admit.
or maybe I'm lying.
Admit something.
Yeah.
I'm lying.
Yeah, maybe
Hey,
lying.
you broke my car. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
But I denied, right? I denied.
Deny, yeah. Opposite admit.
它有点像中文的抵赖，我抵赖，我不去做，我没有做。
知道。
Yeah.
Yeah.
わかりません。
Admit. 抵赖。
The same pronunciation.
Vietnam use marine, deny. Admit.
Okay, so we don't have much time, but let's. I think this is
okay.
This is important that we do this, because this exercise is kind of exactly why we use these reporting verbs, because we're reporting the feeling. We're reporting the feeling of how somebody said something. So, I'll take you to the station, right? I'll take you to the station. So Diana offered.
Oh.
Right? Offered, right? So the feeling is, okay, of course I can say Diana said she would take me to the station. No problem. Really long sentence. Or she offered to take me. She offered to take me, because I will take you, right? She offered to take me, right? So let's go for a walk. So what kind of action is that?
Let's go for suggestion.
Yeah, suggestion, right?
Suggestion.
So Ryan suggested, and then plus ing, right? Suggested going for a walk, right? Ryan suggested going for a walk. Right, Ryan suggested going for a walk. That's 6 words, right? Ryan said we should go for a walk because it was a beautiful day, right? It's a really, really long sentence. Reported speech. No. This is much easier. Okay, this is much, much easier. You, Mike, you copied Anna's exam.
No, I refuse to.
Not refused, but the teacher's action. Mike, you did it.
Accused.
Oh yeah. Oh, I confused. Yeah, copy. Yeah.
Okay, accused him. Okay, remember we need a subject of copying.
Copying.
Oh, means you do it. Oh.
Yes.
We accuse somebody of doing something. Hey, you copied the exam. No way you got this high score. I think you cheated, right? Oh, she accused him of copying. The teacher accused him of copying. Okay, Sam's neighbor told him, hey, stop having parties. I will call the police if you have another party.
Threaten.
Yes, good.
Threatened. To call.
Threatened you to call.
Threatened to call the police, right? No object. Threatened to call.
Yeah.
No object. Threatened to call.
Threatened to call.
Okay, I have the numbers wrong. Sorry. I saw Yukiko's face. Like, what?
对，就去
Number 4.
Next is number 4.
refuse.
We're not going to bed. I'm not brushing my teeth. We're not going to bed. It's too early.
Refuse.
Refuse to go to bed.
Yes.
Right?
To go back.
Refuse to go to bed. No, I'm not going to bed. No.
Yeah, sure.
Simon said to me, would you like to have dinner with me?
Advice. Give some advice. Suggestion?
Oh, hey, invited, right?
Oh, invited. Oh, okay. Yeah, invited.
Invited.
Invited me to
have dinner, right? Invited me to have dinner.
Sure.
Molly said to Jack, don't forget to phone the electrician. Molly.
Recommended. Is right? Recommended?
Yeah.
Remanded. Or remanded. Remanded and recommended, sometimes I'm confused.
To phone.
Yeah. Molly reminded Jack. Hey, don't forget. Molly reminded Jack to phone the electrician, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'll never do it again. Sorry, I'll never do that again.
Promise.
Emphasize.
Promised.
Promise?
Not
to
do. Ricky promised not to do it again. Right? Ricky promised not to do it again.
Wow, great.
You must try.
And you really must try blah, blah, blah. It's a fantastic restaurant. If I tell somebody to eat this restaurant.
Persuade.
Not persuade.
Advice.
Yeah, Yukiko, good.
Advice.
To try.
Recommended.
Recommend.
Yeah.
Recommended trying.
Yukiko comes up with the last question. Boom. Recommended trying. Sarah recommended trying. Yukikobatsis. She said it was fantastic.
Yeah. Great.
There you go.
Wow,
of course, there's more. There's many, many more reporting verbs. So yeah. Good luck.
Oh, wonderful class.
Thank you, Mike.
Very helpful.
Yeah. Very
what I do. So yeah, make sure you go to YouTube. You can click like. You can write a comment. Be like, Matt, that class was really good. Thank you. And then I'll be like, you're welcome. No problem.
Yeah. I will write down some.
I'm happy you like it. So Mike promised to write a comment. So don't forget.
Oh, okay.
Matt reminded Mike. Matt reminded the class to write a comment. Okay. Man. Okay, good man. Thank you guys. Yeah, so that's it. That was exactly like 1 hour, so pretty good.
Yeah, real fast.
Yeah, I hope you guys have a good hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you next Wednesday.
Okay.
See you.
Maybe what's the topic next Wednesday?
I don't know. Let me think.
Or how to make a sentence.
How to make sentences. Mike, every class is about how to make sentences.
Oh, yeah, but I think I can see something, but before okay, learn more.
I don't know. Let's try. All right. So yeah. Okay. So thank you guys. I'll see you next Wednesday, and Yukiko maybe tomorrow, or not tomorrow. Friday.
Not tomorrow. Yeah. Friday.
See you.
Bye, Fiona. Bye, Mike.
Bye.
Bye, Matt. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank you. Bye, YouTube. 2 people watching. You want to say hi before you can comment? Say hi.
2
I'm gonna
people.
end it.
Okay.
No, it's okay. Nobody's there. All right. Bye, guys.